top of the day, homie. How you doing, loved one?
Top of it, homie. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, man. I got a little quick in my neck and speaking wrong, but old man to get through it.
That's right, dog. I'm glad you tapped in today, cause one of the young homeboys got at me, and he donated to the channel even though he going through it, and he said he got, homie. He didn't specify, but he said he got, and he wanted to know, have we ever been robbed, got, swindled, for dangled, or what, in the field, homie, in the culture, in this lifestyle, dog.
This
And
call and your
I'ma run it on I'ma run it on you first, on see if you got any experience on being robbed, got over, got swindled, or what, homie. Uh do you got some experience with that, BJ?
yeah, yeah. I got really experience with it because when I was younger, I was one of them dudes that I didn't let know what neighborhood to find where I make my money at. You know, if I heard another hood had something going on, and I could get over there without less problems, I would do it. You know, and this situation took place on the east side,
Right.
at the low bottoms. I had got on the bus, me and my little brother and one of my homies named Howard. We jumped on the bus going downtown to buy some school clothes. And motherfucker had exactly $530 on it. And while we was riding the bus, we get to Vernon and Central, and a dude jump up on the bus here to the top of them. They got bags full of stuff, look like they done stole it. So they looking out the window and ducking low and talking about people looking. So I'm watching them. I see them go in the bag, they pull out a gang of VCRs and remote controls and stuff. At the time I was young, they wanted the VCR because I was a big movie buff, still is. I still love like movies. And brother wasn't watching a movie, in his own room and watch what he want to watch without the parents, telling you can't watch this and that. So I got their business. I got hit up with, hey man, what y'all got going on? And I keep it down, youngster. We trying to hide from the police. I like, well, what's going on? Y'all done stole something. What's going on? They get to talk about how much they want. They gonna get these VCR. So I hit Rodney Brennan. I'm not knowing that they working together to spin the story to give me the bite. So I call myself trying to be slicker than them. I hear them talk about they get 500 piece for the VCR. I don't want to give up all my money. So I tell them, yeah, man, I got 250 for one right now. The dude that had the bag, he tell me no. He taking him and getting all his money for him. But the other dude that was working with him, like, man, go look out for the youngster, man. The youngster want to watch some TV. So I'm like, yeah, look out for me. The dude go in the bag, he pull out a box. It's already gift wrapped and stuff. Got the remote control wrapped up, everything. He hand me the box, I give him $250. They stay on the bus for like 2 more stops and get off. Now, I got this heavy bag. I'm walking all around downtown, shopping and spending up our money, buying clothes and everything. We think we own. And I make it all the way back to the house. And my parents, I'm like, bragging, like, I got a VCR now. So now I'm like, I got some leverage. Like, they got to ask me permission to watch my stuff, Then my pops helped me wrap it. We get to a wrap in the box and we open it up. And they got the styrofoam right there that hold everything in place. We move the styrofoam out the place. It got a newspaper everywhere. I open the newspaper up. I'm getting like 8 red bricks, real bricks. And then the remote control was made out of cardboard. Somebody really took their time and made buttons and everything. I handcrafted it, made it look like a real remote control. It was meant for cardboard. Man, you talk about 20. I was so mad I couldn't even turn red. I just started laughing. Our whole house was like, man, you carry a 40-pound bag of bricks around all day. I was like, man, I had that bag all day, carrying it around all happy, thinking I got something. I'm walking around with weights. And that kind of broke me. But I got back was I was so mad somebody did me like that. I fashioned everything back together and taped it back up, and I took it and did the same thing, but I sold it for less. And I got all my money back, but I got enough back to start over and get back in the game, you know?
On the real. Yeah, so that was one experience of getting got, homie, out here in the field and shit.
Yeah. That was a good lesson I learned too, because it taught me don't be trying to buy stuff from field merchandise, merchants when I don't know what they got going on.
On everything. I remember I got before, homie, in the turf, homie. This was like in the 90s, dog. Remember, back then straps was cheap, homie. They wasn't high as fuck. Like motherfuckers be trying to get a strap up to date time, they be high. Niggas used to can get like, Bronco type nines, off generic type nines and shit like that, homie. So I run across a G Rip fool in traffic at the car wash actually. So he like peeping my style out. He kind of like G'd up, got some style about him. But I ain't even knowing this nigga like a G Crip flim flammer out here, homie. So he like, hey, homie, where you from and shit? So we, what I'm saying, we exchange hoods. I'm like, what I'm saying, I'm Don Boy, I'm out of Inglewood neighborhood, Peru. And he just tell me, he like me, what I'm saying, I'm, Crip. And I don't know what else he put with it, but I knew he was cripping, homie. So he like, man, I know you be out here needing that heat out here, you and your niggas and shit. So I'm like, hell yeah. He like, I got a plug on him, homie, like $200 or $250. He had 380s for around that price, either like 200 or 250. So I'm like, what I'm saying, I get the nigga number. So I go back to the turf and tell the homies, I'm like, blood, I run across a Rip nigga, and the nigga got heat for like 200, you know what I'm saying? 200, 250 and shit like that. And back then, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Niggas out here all trying to get it. So I think he said 200 or 250, and I added like 20 more bucks on that where I could get some change for taking the penitentiary chances off of each nigga gat to travel to go pick them up and bring niggas back they gats, homie. That's penitentiary time back then, but niggas was taking them chances out of loyalty for down, nigga, we down and shit. So anyway, homie, to dive into the story some more, I probably get like 12 homies back then. Niggas wanna buy heat. You know what I'm saying? I get like 12 homies. Niggas wanna buy heat. So I'm collecting niggas heat. Collecting niggas money to get niggas heat, homie. So I dive in traffic, call the Rip fool, meet the nigga and shit at an apartment, homie. I pick the nigga up and take him to another spot. So he counting my bread. He counting all the bread I done got from the homies and shit. And so he get on. I take him to a spot. He like, take me over here, my young Damu nigga, and I'm gonna go up here, get the heat and all that old shit. He fast talking me, but I ain't tripping the nigga. So the nigga leaves some keys and shit and a bunk cell phone, but I ain't tripping. I'm like, hey, my nigga, you left your phone. He like, man, just leave that motherfucker right there. The whole time, that's the phone that I be hitting him on, homie. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't tripping. So he like, I'll be right back out anyway. So after like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, hour, this nigga don't show up, homie. Rip nigga done got me for the heat. For the money for the heat, homie. It done went in the dark time. Now I'm sweating motherfuckers coming in and out the building. They like, nah, we don't know what you talking about. So I hit the number. It's buzzing off the phone he left in the car that the nigga told me coming right back. Homie, I felt like shit, homie. I felt like shit. This nigga done straight got me for the hood turf, money and all that shit, homie. But previous to that, I had been grinding and, looking out for certain family members and different people and shit to where, homie, I was able to go back to my peoples, explain the L I just took, and recoup money and go back and give niggas their money back and let, I don't even think I told certain niggas I got. I just gave them back their bread like, man, that shit was bullshit. I couldn't get too many cannons or some shit like that. But yeah, that was a fucked up feeling of getting got, homie. But I just lucky that I had family members and friends that a nigga be coming up on shit. I stayed looking out for people that I was able to go back and recoup something, homie. But yeah, I have been got before, homie, and that's a cold feeling right there, homie. You know what I'm saying? On the real, homie. Hell yeah. Uh, I got another good topic. Somebody tapped in about, and we gonna run that one up, homie, and then we gonna close out into the next segment, dog. But yeah, homie, that was a cold feeling right there getting got, homie, and that thing. You know, just imagine if a nigga didn't have no bread, homie, a nigga would have been toe up, dog. Salute to everybody that's tapped in with me and the homie this afternoon on the channel, homie Malcolm McCord, much love. Much love. Inglewood Champ, Mayweather, much love, loved ones. BJ, I got the next hot one, dog. Did you have something to say before we dive into the other one? Bless, what it do? Duke's what's Duke? Go ahead, BJ. Did you have? Yeah.
Yeah, first I want to say peace and blessings to everybody, and thank you for tuning in. And for those that lost somebody before we did this show, we want to send our condolences to those families out there going through it, and hopefully this show can help y'all prosper. With that said, we'd like to go into the next show.
Big Rascal, one love. Maybe you should call back, homie. That way you can get the time in that you need, dog. So you should fall back in with us, and I'm a intermission break. Yeah, homie, yeah, getting got, that's a cold experience. Everybody experienced those, homie. But that taught me right there, homie, that everybody that push up on me in traffic and all that, dog, made me be wise and be more judgmental. Like my nigga, if we doing business, my nigga, you just the same way as my cash is right here on the line, homie, put the product next to my cash, homie. And that's just how it is. We be coming up, it be older dudes out here, but no matter what color of the team they represent. And it happens, homie. You know, you got scam artists, flammers, homie. It happens. But we learn, homie. Off top, good looking out, homie. All the time, homie. Knockout, what it do, homie? Bees up, homie. Much love. Question for you, G Half. What did OG Puddin mean to the Paru community, homie? I didn't never personally meet OG Puddin, homie, but I always heard good monumental things of the OG homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Knockout all is well, homie. BJ.
Yeah.
Hey, before we dive into the next get down, somebody asked about OG Puddin, homie. I never personally met the OG homeboy. Is there anything you could say about him real quick before we dive into the next topic? Or anything you heard about him if you never met him personally?
I met him personally and, got a chance to hang with him. He was like one of the G's that made himself available for him, Like some homies that was open in the family looked at like other homies' sons or people that they was raised around, but he was one of the ones, he made his business, like if you was around him, he tried to find out who you is. He didn't like people being around him, and he didn't know who you was, so he made his business to find out and reach to help you. He would, you know what I mean? That's the best I can say about him because I didn't really spend too much time with him.
Right.
But the times that I did spend with him, they was pleasant,
Right. Dro Almighty, much love. H-Town, homie. Keep bringing the Damu history all the time, homie, and appreciate the support, homie. The next topic was the young homegirl. She tapped in, homie. And I like when the homegirls tap in. They let me know they checking out the channel and they supporting us brothers, whether we cripping our blood and we pushing our content, we get a few homegirls tap in. That mean a whole hell of a lot to us. So one of the homegirls, she came with some heat. She was like, G Half, have you ever busted a homie girl from your hood or took somebody female out the hood? And I'm gonna ask you the same question, homie. So I'm gonna give you, since you got you, you on time. I'm gonna give you the time first, and then I'm gonna fall in after you. Have you ever took a female out the hood that another homie wanted, or busted a female, or took a homeboy girl before, BJ?
Actually, I'm just young. You know what I mean? I done it before, and I'm gonna say that I don't have no excuse for why I did it, but I'm gonna say that when it happened to me, I know how he felt. You know, at that time.
Right.
But the story go like this, man. I had a why and what's the neighborhood and you know, that first day I was out, I was kind of leery, but I went to the neighborhood because my mom was staying in Crips and I wasn't too comfortable getting out, going straight over there. So I went to the neighborhood. When I was in the neighborhood, I took the homie to know happened here. I was out, so they stopped by. This one homie in particular, I ain't gonna say his name, but he stopped by and told me to come by his house. He got some weed from me. You know, he gonna put me in the game with a pound of weed so I can make me some money. When I go to get it, he got his girlfriend and her friends out there drinking and smoking and playing the music loud and, you know, showing out basically. So when I walk up, he decides he want to put me on blast. You know, he make it announcement that I've been in jail all my life, and now the girls is paying attention. You know, they listen to me, and he basically tell them I'm a person. Like, he talking loud, you know, I'm a person. I ain't saying that, I'm just going with the flow. So, the homegirl, she like, man, you get all this time you ain't never had no woman? I'm like, She's like, wow. She's like, what you gonna do when you get one? So I tell her, I said, well, when I finally get one, I'm gonna do my thing. She said, how you gonna do your thing and you ain't never did the thing? I said, you know, when I was in jail, I did a lot of reading. And I told her, I said, up in 10, that's all I did was read, like, you know, freaky books and learn little freaky secrets and this and that. She said, but you can't learn nothing if you ain't practiced it. So you got to practice it. I said, oh, trust me, the book had pictures and arrows and pointed to what's going on, so I know what's going on. And she laughed. So I got the showing out on the car, you know, acting like I got a girl doggy style, you know, acting like I'm picking her up, and acting like I'm turning over. You know, I'm just going through the whole theatrics. As I'm going through the theatrics, I'm getting into it, making all these.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
At the car, making baboon faces, looking like old baboon, and they laughing and carrying on, and I'm telling her like, that just wasn't around. This gonna go on at least for like 4 days before I stop. I'm like, I don't even need nothing to eat. And when she hearing all this, she ended up dropping her drink. When she dropped her drink, I'm knowing that the food is getting to. I wasn't intending to, but it started getting to him. But the homie tell me, he like, yeah, that's too much. I'm not doing none of that. He like, man, my girl already know I'm gonna come in the room and jump on her for 2 minutes. As soon as I'm finished, I'm gonna know what you want. I tell him, well, I don't even know what to get with you, man. I don't even know what type of thing y'all got going on. She started laughing. Unbeknownst to me talking like that had them interested. So about 2 weeks later, me and one of my homies was coming back from Eugene Village from a party. And as we come on the block, the homegirl, she's sitting in that doorway watching us. When we pass by her house, she come outside, she said, hey, BJ, come here. I'm like, what's happening? She's like, man, you feel like walking to the gas station, getting some beer and stuff where they stop selling? I said, yeah, I'll go. So me and the homie go to the gas station, buy some roadies. When he come back, she tell me that she don't want to kick it at her house because her kids are asleep. She want to come up to the house. So I tell her, come on. So when she go in the house to get her keys and stuff, me and the homie high five, and we thinking like, yeah, she coming up there with us and this and that, and you know, the homie bragging, he talking about he done messed with her before and all this. So I'm thinking he's gonna set it up where we both can kick it with him. Well, when we get up to my house, we cracking jokes and stuff, and we get the trailer. And the trailer got like a big table that's sitting high where you put your hands on it, can't nobody see what you're doing. So I'm sitting next to her, and the homie sitting on the other side of her. Every time I tell a joke, she laughs. And as she laughs, she keep reaching on the table and sitting on my thigh, squeezing my thigh. It's finally grab me. And when she grabbed me, I act like I don't know what's going on, but she laughed and carrying on and she massaging me. I knew then, I said, yeah, I got to get rid of the homie because she's not going for a throttle. She just doing it on the sneak tip. So I tell the homie, I say, hey, man, go get your cigarette. So I go outside with him. I tell him, I say, hey, man, old girl, she ready. By the time you come back, I have it warmed up and we get into that. He's like, all right. So he leaves me and I'm just going at it. She tell me, like, when the homie come back, get rid of him, I don't want to mess with him. She said that she messed with the homie before and the homie went on one. You know, he kind of American meter, you know what I mean? So she didn't want to be a part of that no more. And I understood. So when the homie come back, I tell him, hey, man, look, me and old girl getting down, but she want to get down private party. She don't want to mess with you. I tell him what he did. He talked about his thing was too big for, you know, all this old excuse, but he mad, but he get on. So we have a private session that's supposed to be in for a few minutes. It turned into a early morning thing. You know, her kids, somebody told her kids that she was there. Her kids come knocking on the door like 7 in the morning talking about what in school. I'm like, dang, we've been up all night getting it. So she go drop her off at school, come right back, and we get at it again. And we so into it that her baby daddy is in the car. He come to my house, knock on the door. I get up to see who it is. When I open the door, it's him. I didn't even deny she was there. He's like, man, let me holler at my baby mama. He's like, you can have her, but let me holler at her when you get 5 minutes with her. I like, all right. I tell her, you know, and your dude wants you outside. So when she go out there, he fire shit up. So they fire shit up. They gonna fight like they enemies. I'm talking about they out there squabbling. I'm just laughing and carrying on because I wasn't expecting her to give a match like that. So finally, the homie gets tired of playing around with her. He pick her up and slam her on the curb and break her arm. So when he break her arm, I'll break it up. I like, hey man, that's enough. You know what I mean? I like, you gotta let it go. She shows up there from the hospital, looking like the homie when we go to bed tonight, you know. So he leave it alone and it was over with. That was my experience of knocking somebody else's woman. Like I said, it wasn't intentionally, but when it happened, I wasn't gonna let it go either.
Hey,
You ever had that happen before?
yeah, before I dive into my experience, getting somebody girlfriend out the hood or somebody female that a homie was up under or hanging out with. Somebody asked about said ask BJ who is his top 5 Athens Park boys of all time. So I feel like when you do your 5, I'm gonna do the top 5. I'm gonna basically do our roll call from back in the days that was hella good, and you do one, homie, and we put those together, dog. I think people would like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? My experience, homie, of that is I remember one of the homies, I ain't gonna mention his name, he come home from the I think he come home from the penitentiary possibly, homie. But before he went to jail, uh homie, nah, what happened is, nah, homie, the homie, we was out here programming, homie. And what it was at that time, he didn't have no vehicle at that time, dog. And his girl had worked at a mall, homie. The Delamo Mall and shit, right? And this is in the 90s, dog, like mid 90s. So she working at the Delamo Mall, and he used to, you know, he older, you know, kind of had me a couple years. So he used to ask me to ride him with his girl and take her to work. Like, hey, G, have take me to take baby to work. So I used to do it. You know what I'm saying? I think nothing of it. You know, I'm taking him to take her to work, and we pushing back to the turf and shit, homie. You know what I'm saying? Hood shit. But the whole time we was riding, he was throwing her in the middle, homie. Like, you know, he'd ride next to the door and shit, cause you know how it was back, nigga. Like, nigga, I ain't riding close to the homie, nigga. Niggas throw the female in the middle, and we take the doors and shit, homie. So as you know, we doing this shit a few times, homie. You know what I'm saying? We doing this shit a few times, commuting back and forth and shit. So after about a month or so of this shit, the homie wind up getting gaffled up out here, dog. So while he get gaffled, I'm starting to see old girl now catching the bus because there wasn't no Ubers and shit around. So she leaving a little extra early and catching the bus to work. So now I'm like driving through the hood, see her like, hey, Wooty Wop, where you going? She like, I'm going to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, fuck it. The nigga been giving you a ride, get in. And that shit right there led to some different shit, homie. And that's when you know what I'm saying? And that's how I wind up getting one of the homeboys' girls, homie. But I started learning from that shit. Like when a nigga out here doing shit and you have a female around you, she'll be, you know, she'll wind up falling in likesation with a homie. Or in your absence, she'll be finding a nigga that got your characteristic of styles and mess with that type of nigga in her comfort zone, you know, for her comfort zone and shit like that, homie. But yeah, that was my experience, homie, getting a homeboy girl, homie, from giving him giving him a ride with her, taking her to work. And we wind up getting overly acquainted, homie. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 90s, dog.
Right.
But 89 on up, G stuff, not ye stuff, went on the edge with Bj APB. BJ, I got one more good one. I think the time gonna go out. Hit back. We gonna send a activity story. I'ma ask you, do you got an activity story? Have you seen something, homie? And this one is one of the young homeboys said, have you or BJ ever got down with a swole rip, or did a swole rip ever want to get down with either one of y'all before out y'all banging career? So BJ, hang up and call right back so we could take that one. So we could take that one real quick. And yeah, man.
Right back.
All right. Yeah. Hey man, some of the young homies be tapped in. They be trying to hit a nigga heavy. G Parker, one love, homie. G half, BJ, much love all the time back. BJ, what up, blood? Free the G half, what up? Free BJ all the time, homie. Yeah, I want to hear the line up two of the homies from APB, homie. I know a lot of my homies from my hood, they'll want to hear a line up that I kicked. That was some hell of a motherfuckers, homie. Dapper wrist all the time, homie. Salute. Good looking out for tapping in and, you know, being able to catch it, homie. Yeah, the young homies, they be hitting with some good ones sometime, homie. And I feel that's a good burnt out one. Niggas ask how niggas ever got down with some swole Crips before. Them niggas is crazy. Hell yeah, homie. Nigga just like bringing that real content, that authentic content, homie. BJ. Yeah, man. Yeah, before we close out, I got the kicker from the young homie. He asked, have niggas ever got down with any swole Crips, or any swole Crips wanted to get down with us, man? I got an experience with one. And do you got an experience with any, or seeing one, or experiencing something similar or some shit?
I just all the scriptures. Oh, that's what made me start the situation. You know, I admired seeing how Big Gates was at 15, 16, dudes grown 19 and 24. I never had the Crips I got into it with in my side except for one because crazy way from the other one on my side. Everybody else was either.
What you say? You not to cut you off. Could you say that again? You was breaking up a little bit.
I said out of all the Crips that I ran across my life, they was all like all the ones that I remember had times. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when I first got to Y and Juvenile Hall, I was like Crip protocol to work out. You know what I mean? So most things about the cross, they was like they looked like cookie, but they wouldn't. You feel me?
Right.
It's always into physical fitness. That's what made me start getting into working out. You know what I mean? Because I admired that it was so swollen. I just seen homies coming up that was on swollen, some of the older homies that was like in and out the penitentiaries and smoking turn. Them was the ones I seen like major swole. Other than that, I'm teaching me a homie called swole.
You ever got down with any swole rips or had a standoff fade damn near with any?
Yeah, I think the biggest trip that I ever had like an altercation with was it was recipe. No, matter of fact, it was a hood called Monrovia Town Gangster out there in Monrovia. Partner was swole. I think he had about a 21-inch arm, but by him being real cut up, he looked bigger than what he was. And he was only like 5'6", so he really looked at him fucking strong. But everybody I got into were like bigger than me. I started getting big. You feel me?
Right, right. I remember one time the homie
But
had go ahead.
yeah, but he was the only one that like approached me aggressively, like people tripping, like wanted to get down with me. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Other than that, all the trips that was they didn't pay me no mind.
right. I remember the homie was had got out the pen, homie, and this like in the 90s, mid 90s. He get out the pen and we go on Grand, homie. You know the county building over there on Grand, going towards downtown.
Right.
We go there, homie.
Bread.
Yeah, homie. So we go there, and at that time, you know, niggas is getting out the pen. Niggas was still going to get. It was still around paper food stamp time, still damn near and shit, right? So we go up there,
Right.
and we go the homie up in there. He taking care of his business and all that shit. I take the homie to take care of his business, and I think on the way to the homie exiting out, it's a G swole rip. He out there, homie. He got a slingshot on, some sweats and some tennis shoes on swole, homie. Nigga don't know if that nigga was off some Sherm or what. So he press on the homie. But this one back in the days, you know, a nigga press on the homie, not saying the homie can't handle himself, but a nigga press on the homie, but that's like if me and you somewhere, nigga getting at me and you push me out the way. That's how it was back in the day. So the nigga getting at the homie, I'm looking like, nigga, the homie fresh out, nigga. I pushed the homie out the way like, nigga, I got this shit. And the nigga had like some 20-something inch arms, homie. And so the nigga like, nigga, what you gonna do, nigga? Nigga, I square up with the nigga, homie, on everything. We right there in front of Grand, homie. I square up with the nigga. The nigga throw a jab at me. I throw one back. And I'm like pushing aggressive, like, nigga, what's happening, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So he out there, he like, nigga, what's up? I'm like, nigga, what's up? So nigga, we wound up getting in the car. I'm like, nigga, you don't want it. He like, nigga, you don't want it. So nigga, I wound up getting back in the car. The homie laughing, because he been gone like 2 years and some change. But he was like, damn, homie. We wound up talking later on. He was like, hey, homie, I want to give you your props, homie. You didn't step your game up while I was gone, homie. You out here really getting it, banging and down and get down and all that type shit. But that's how it was back then. We wanted to show the homies that been gone that, nigga, we been already out here getting cracking. We solidified and everything. But that was my time having like a down standoff with a swole G Crip down at the county building on Grand in the 90s, homie. On everything, homie. And the homie always gave me my props on that shit. He was like, nigga, you growing up out here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on, dog, and we able to kick some content, man, and share some history, dog. You want to close us out real quick before we close out? You want to close us out, homie?
Yeah. On close out, I think we expect everybody to come through. I don't think we haven't been on the channel for the difficulties, but we back now, and we gonna do our best to make sure y'all stay in the tank. And sometimes, you know, I know people.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Sometimes people call in and get frustrated when they hear a story or they hear their name. But I'm gonna say personally, don't take it personal, because those that know the story and that was there when it happened, they know that a person is not trying to dirty nobody's name. I don't do that. The reason why I don't do it is because you'll never try to steal nobody's life from them. At the end of the day, we all human. When we gangbanging, at the time we was kids, it was a job to us. It was never personal. We considered it a job, and we did it the way we were taught how to do it. It was nothing personal. So now, when I say your name, I'm basically giving you your flowers. You know what I mean? I'm basically praising you. And wait, no matter where you're from. So I want everybody to know that. You know, don't ever take it personal if I mention your name, because I'm not gonna mention your name in a dirty way. You know, if you went like a sucker or something, I'm not even gonna talk about you. That's just me. You know, if you went out in the gangster way, I'm always respect you no matter where you from. You know what I mean? Whether you white, black, Mexican, it don't matter to me. You up in that respect, I'm gonna make sure I give it to you. With that said, I hope that y'all liked the show tonight, man, and thank all of y'all. You know, and we got a few more shows, and we're gonna try to get some of these ladies on here to next story as well. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all like what we got coming, because we want to make sure they're part of the community too, so they can't be left out of stories as well. When we talk about community, we talk about everybody that's in the community. So that's it. Thank y'all. Peace and blessings, and may God continue to bless us all.
Hey, I want to say something before we close out, homie. Yeah, homie, we say a lot of people names, homie. We emerge different people names, homie, whether if they crippin' or blooding. But, homie, nigga not gonna say nothing, homie, that's gonna really incriminate a nigga and shit like that, homie. Niggas gonna punchline around shit. Niggas real. If a nigga say something to incriminate the next nigga, nigga incriminating himself, homie. So yeah, like BJ said, when we talk about Crips and Bloods and us being out in the field, we just enlighten the young homeboys of our history, where we at with each other, and how thankful we are to be able to say we was a headache to one another, and be right here and talk about it and share, homie, and be able to share some of the homies that was young, homie, 16, 17, 18 years old that passed. We able to talk about them right now and re-emerge some of them, homie. So, yeah, man, one love, and appreciate everybody that stay tapped in with the channel, homie. 89 on up. G stuff, not ye stuff. And today you was on the edge with Bj APB. And we gonna get more homies on here from different communities too, eventually, homie, so they can share their story and their history, dog. And with that being said, we out.